Welcome to PlayStation Corner. My name is Jeep, and today we have a list of some of the best free-to-play games to download and play on your PlayStation. This is the first of two videos highlighting the free-to-play games that you can play on your PlayStation, and if you want to check out the second video, it'll be linked with a pinned comment down below and a card at the end of the video. If you don't see your favorite game on today's list, make sure to drop a comment down below to let us know which ones we missed. And if you enjoyed this content, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. Alex and I would really appreciate it. Also, if you plan on picking anything up for today's list, please make sure to drop a comment down below to let us know which ones you'd be most likely to enjoy. And I wanted to add a little bit of a PSA for parents or gamers out there. Free-to-play games typically have a ton of microtransactions associated with them, and they can get you to spend tons of money on games that you thought were free without ever enhancing gameplay. I won't be referencing them in today's video, but just be warned, they can be pretty predatory, so be careful what you put your money into out there, and just to watch your kids to make sure they don't ring up your credit card. With that out of the way, here's this week's list. Rocket League has been one of my favorite games since its launch nearly a decade ago. It's an arcade-style soccer game where they strap jetpacks on the backs of cars, giving them a unique playstyle on the ground or soaring through the air. There's plenty of game modes that suit your style and keep things fresh. A ton of car customizability to change the look of your vehicle, but there's no pay-to-win aspects. You cannot change the car's stats or functions of the car at all. Everyone is on an even playing field, and it keeps things level for all players. I put around 1,000 hours into this game personally, probably my most played game of all time outside of sports titles from the early 2010s. I was very big into MLB 2K, Madden, and all those games back in the day. Although as of late, I haven't played too much because lobbies have gotten a bit sweatier than when I used to play regularly. I still recommend this one, but note, however, if you want to take full advantage of the game, it takes time to become a good player. You'll need to sink a few hours in to master the basics, but it's still a load of fun and something that if you're willing to do, is really rewarding. Alright, if you're looking for a free game on PlayStation, Genshin Impact might be worth checking out. It's a game I have very little experience with, but I know it's super popular. You start in this huge open world called Teyvat, where you're trying to find your lost siblings after being separated by some unknown god. You wake up in this strange world with no powers, and from there, it's all about exploring, meet different characters, diving into many mysteries of Teyvat. This is a massive world. You can climb mountains, swim rivers, and glide across the skies. Along the way, you'll stumble upon all sorts of hidden secrets, with mechanisms, wandering creatures, and things that could lead you around to something new. The combat in this game is all about elemental races. There are several elements, like fire, water, ice, and more. It's all about figuring out what works best in different situations. There's a huge cast of characters to team up with, each with their own personalities and abilities. If you're into action adventure exploration games with a bit of combat thrown in, Genshin Impact offers plenty of engaging experience, and the best part, it's free. I don't play a lot of free-to-play games, and Valorant falls into that list. But if you're into tactical shooters, Valorant is definitely worth checking out on your PlayStation 5. It's a 5v5 game where strategy and teamwork are just as important as sharp aim. You've got one life per round, so every decision counts. You'll alternate between attacking and defending in 13 rounds, using a mix of gameplay, unique character abilities to outsmart the other team. Each character or agent comes with their own set of abilities, which adds a lot of depth to the gameplay. Whether you're laying down smokes, healing teammates, or creating traps, these abilities can really turn the tide of the round and give you plenty of ways to outplay your opponents beyond the aiming and shooting. The maps are designed to let you show off your tactical creativity, whether it's pulling off a perfect clutch play or setting up for the team. Plus, you got a bunch of different game modes like competitive, unranked, deathmatch, and spike rush to mix things up. It's all about strategy, skill, and making those big plays that your team will always remember. Not a game I've tried, but again, it's free, so give it a shot if you like this style of game. The Sims 4 is a solid choice. It's all about building and customizing your own world, from designing unique Sims to creating their dream homes. You can totally personalize your character, giving them different tools, personalities, and even life goals. You get to design homes from the ground up with all sorts of options to make them just right for your Sims. You can travel through different neighborhoods to explore new spots and see what other players are up to. The game is all about controlling the life for your sim, from these careers to relationships. You get to decide what you do and who you meet and how they live. It's a laid-back, creative experience with endless possibilities. Not a game I've ever really dived into, but I know it's a bit of a cult classic out there, and it's a solid free option to give a try on your PlayStation. Marvel Rivals stormed onto the scene recently, and I have to say it's been one of my favorite games to play, mainly with my friends since its launch in late 2024. Marvel Rivals brings some fast-paced, team-based shooting to the table. You get to create your dream Marvel squad, picking from a huge roster of heroes and villains. We're talking characters from Avengers, X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man, and much more. Whether you're a fan of Iron Man or even the villains like Thanos, there's someone to play for everybody. The gameplay is all about quick 6v6 battles where teamwork is key. It's a ton of fun to play with your friends. Each character has their own set of abilities, and when you pair up with the right teammate, you can pull off some seriously powerful combo moves. For example, my main is healer, Rocket Raccoon, and he rides the back of the tank Groot, and together they make a small army helping each other mow down the enemy. It's all about using your character's powers in creative ways to outsmart the other team. You can tear through iconic Marvel locations like Asgard or futuristic Tokyo, using the terrain to your advantage or even turning it into a weapon. Plus, the game is constantly evolving, adding heroes and regularly added content, so there's always something fresh to look forward to. If you're into chaotic, strategic hero battles, Marvel Rivals might be right up your alley. Infinity Nikki is a game that I featured in a What's New This Week video here on PlayStation Corner a few weeks ago, and I did give it a shot like I said I would in the video. It didn't really catch me the way that I thought it would, and I didn't continue very far. It does remind me of Disney Dream of Valley a bit, but it failed to capture me as that one did. It's the 5th game in the Nikki series, and this time it blends dress up with open world exploration. You travel through a colorful and whimsical world of Mirrorland, a place filled with unique characters, magical creatures, and hidden secrets. The game has a big focus on customization, letting you collect, mix, match beautiful outfits and magical powers, like floating or gliding, which helps you explore the world in new ways and solve puzzles. There's plenty to do in this open world, whether you're platforming, solving puzzles, or just taking it easy with activities like fishing or bug catching. You can even interact with cute creatures and gathering items to craft new outfits. If you're into exploration and fashion with a little bit of puzzle solving, Infinity Nikki has a ton to offer. If you're looking for a fun, fast-paced fighter, Brawlhalla is a great pick. This game's all about fast-paced, epic battles. You can jump into online matches for up to 8 players, whether it's a casual free-for-all or a more competitive ranked match. If you want to squad up, you can invite friends to play in private rooms or play locally. There's a ton of variety in the game modes too, whether it's 1v1, 2v2, or 4-player free-for-alls, or even larger 8-player battles. Plus, they throw in a few game modes like Brawl Ball and Bombsketball to mix things up. It's cross-platform too, so you'll be playing with people from PS4, Xbox, Switch, mobile, and even Steam. With over 50 characters to choose from and regular updates, there's always something new to try. If you're into platform fighters, this one's definitely worth checking out. I did put a few hours into this one back in the day when it first launched, and I did enjoy it. It's definitely a good free choice for fighter fans. I played PUBG back when it launched in 2017. Back then, it wasn't a free-to-play game. It was actually a few bucks. I think it was like 20 bucks or something. I'm unsure how much of the original game has changed, but I'm sure it still captures the same feeling that I remember. If you're into Battle Royale games, PUBG Battlegrounds is a classic game you can play for free. You'll start by landing in a strategic spot on one of its large maps, and it's all about scavenging for weapons, supplies, and gear to outlast everyone else. It's got original Battle Royale feel while you're always on the move, trying to stay ahead of the shrinking zone while taking down opponents. You can squad up with your friends or go solo, and each map brings its own set of challenges with a mix of different battlegrounds to explore. If you want a free, intense survival experience, PUBG has you covered, and I actually paid for the game back in the day, so of course I tried it for free. If you're into arcade racing, Asphalt Legends Unite might be just the game for you. It's all about high-speed races, jaw-dropping stunts, and battling out for top spots in intense multiplayer matches. You can race against up to 7 players from all around the world, while even compete with friends in split-screen mode, up to 4 players. The game is a huge collection of over 250 hypercars, including some serious legends like a Ferrari, Porsche, and Lamborghini. You'll race on tracks inspired by real-world locations, pushing your car's limit with each and every turn. Whether you're chasing victory in career mode or teaming up in cooperative events, there's always something exciting to do. Plus, if you're looking to show off, you can customize your ride with different paint jobs, wheels, and other parts. And with its regular challenges and events, there's always something new to test out with your skills. If you're looking for a fast, fun racing game with tons of action, Asphalt Legends Unite is a solid choice for free. The First Descendant is a third-person co-op action RPG where you and your squad team up to take on alien invaders. The game's set in a new world where humanity is fighting to survive against the Vulgus, an alien race that's been causing chaos for over a century. You play as a Descendant, someone who's part of the Resistance, trying to stop destruction and protect the continent of Ingress. The movement is smooth, with things like grappling hooks to help you get around, and there's a lot of customization for your characters and weapons to suit your playstyle. If you're into looter shooters and enjoy tackling big challenges with friends, The First Descendant offers a lot to dive into for free. This one's a tongue twister, so sorry about this in advance. Zenless Zone Zero blends early 2000s nostalgia with a gritty urban dystopia. The game takes place in New Eridu, a city that's hanging on by a thread after monster-filled dimensions called Hollows rave the world. You play as a Bell or a Wise, a hacker duo who takes on dangerous missions while navigating the chaotic city. The combat is real-time and pretty slick, with a trio of street-smart agents fighting through intense encounters. You'll solve puzzles between battles, and there are even a ton of social activities to dive into on the side. There's always something interesting going on, whether it's exploring new Irdu or getting to know quirky characters. While the game might not have the deepest mechanics, it's a mix of stylish combat, strategic challenges, and offers a fascinating world that really pulls you in. The occasional puzzle slowdown might break the flow, but there's always something new around the corner to get you back in the action. If you're into stylish, fast-paced games with a mix of combat and exploration, Zen Zone Zero is worth checking out. And finally, in today's list, we have Fortnite. This is a game I have hundreds of hours in on PC, Switch, and PS5. I was a PUBG player back in the day when Fortnite first hit the scene, and me and my friends used to hate on Fortnite for its cartoony graphics and unrealistic gameplay. Funny enough though, it's exactly the reason why I play it today. Fortnite is an ever-changing, evolving game that has come a long way from its origin. It's got multiple game modes like LEGO Fortnite, which is comparable to Minecraft, Rocket Racing, similar to asphalt racing games, and Fortnite Festival, which resembles Guitar Hero and Rock Band. And of course, it's got build and zero build modes for FPS Battle Royale game modes that made Fortnite a household name. It's hard to call Fortnite a game at this point. It's a franchise with all these game modes within the Fortnite launcher. However, I personally rarely ever play anything other than zero build. Not to mention its community support that features tons of different game modes that are all community made, whether it's for just having some fun shooting some stuff with your friends or leveling up to increase your battle pass. One of my personal favorites is Havoc Hotel. I play that one all the time with my missus. My favorite part about the game is its ever-changing style. They really change up the gameplay and maps to frequently keep everything fresh and new feeling, which keeps me coming back for more every season. I hardly ever pay for anything in free-to-play games, but Fortnite adds a ton of skins that I'm interested in, from big franchises like Marvel, Star Wars, musician and celebrity collaborations, and much more. And buying into the Battle Pass a few times a year gets you a ton of extra skins, and actually is a good value if you treat it like it's buying a new game every year. At least that's how I justify it. Overall, I think I never would have expected Fortnite to capture me as much as it has, and I think it's safe to say it's the GOAT of free-to-play games out there. And I am looking forward to another game coming around and dethroning Fortnite, because competition is always a really good thing. And that's going to wrap up today's list of the top free-to-play games on PlayStation. Tons of great choices in this one, and don't forget, if your favorite game wasn't on today's list, there'll be a part 2 of this video, and a lot more free-to-play games in that one dropping shortly on the channel. It should be linked right here if it's already been posted. Let us know in the comments down below what your favorite free-to-play games are so we know what to add in the next video. Have you already played any of the games from today's list? Or will you be adding any of these games to your backlog? Let us know what you thought of today's list in the comments down below and help someone deciding what to play next. Please make sure to drop a like on this video on your way out and subscribe for more lists, deals, and weekly content from PlayStation Corner. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.